It's always weird interviewing a friend of the show, a mate.
It feels
so
weird.
It's a bit weird, a little bit weird. And you don't strike me as the sort of person to bear all.
No, I'm not the sort of person to bear all. No, I kind of, because I think it's very difficult when you're doing stuff, where your life you're doing things with members of the public, but I've always kind of kept them slightly separate.
No, and I can understand what I mean. I was sort of looking through about your life, really, and you've had some real testing moments throughout your life. You had a great friendship with Susanna at the beginning of all of this.
Still do.
Still do.
Still
which
do.
Is, I mean, how many years have you been
like
working
20,
together?
We worked together for about 18 years, but we've known each other for 20-something years.
So you were working together. I imagine she was a huge support for you. Was it around 34 that you started to sort of enter that journey of wanting to
Thinking I want
become
a
a mum?
baby, yeah.
Yeah. And this was not, I mean, as many women suffer with this, you really struggled, didn't you?
Well, I think I took a long time to realise I was ready to be a mum. So that's kind of something where you need to think, what have I done before I'm ready to be a mum? And then you kind of think it would be simple. So then I just started the usual journey you do of how to get to be a mum, and that didn't work. And Susanna had started having babies too. So I was watching her and thinking, it's so lovely, that idea. And when somebody very close to you starts having children, you kind of get your head around it more. And then I just wasn't successful. And then I found out I had a bad case of infertility.
Yeah.
This is 9 rounds of IVF, 2 miscarriages, and the heartbreaking disappointment.
It's a tough one, because when you start it, you have great hope, because below age 39, you kind of know I have lots of eggs, and you do it, and you take all these drugs which give you more eggs, and then they're put in a test tube, lots of complicated things. But I kind of felt, oh, I'm so bloated with these eggs, and one of them's got to make a baby. And the second time I did it, I was successful, and I thought, great. And then I lost that baby quite late too. I had to, just quite late. And then it happened again, and I was, got pregnant again. I thought, great. And then I lost that. So I had a few times of feeling, I'm pregnant, and then not pregnant. So I think through it, it was a weird mixture, because I have quite a lot of sort of faith, in terms of, just without putting a religious I just have a faith in some ways.
Well, and also like a steely determination. You see, I mean, the strength of you is quite incredible to just pick yourself up every time and carry on. And thank goodness you did, because it was successful, but it wasn't the IVF that was successful. It was IUI, wasn't it?
So I'd kind of given. It's like that thing, I had never given up, but I never thought it was going to happen. It was that mixture. And then Johnny was away in America, and my lady called up and said, look, there's some sperm here. Do you want to use it? And I said, oh, well, what the hell, I did. So he wasn't there, and we did, and you went through the process. It's a sort of semi-IVF, but it I won't go into the details. But anyway, and I didn't then think about it. And usually when you do IVF, on day 13, you're calling your doctor, you're having the blood test, because you know so early when to know that you could be pregnant.
Right.
So, you're literally there round at the doctor's. So I didn't. And then I had a period, and I didn't. And then about 2.5 weeks later, I thought, my boobs feel bigger. And I called her up, she said, come in. And I was. And what had happened is probably I'd had twins.
Wow. Okay.
But it was.
And then
I went with America. I went to Susanna then was pregnant at the same time, which is kind of fantastic.
Lovely.
And we went to America to do the Oscars for ABC. And we're both on the red carpet. And that night we both started bleeding. And we thought, I called my obstetrician. I said, I think that's it. I'm losing it again. It was exactly the same time around when I'd lost the other one. So I was actually, that was my lowest point. And then I remember flying back, and I flew straight to the hospital.
Yeah.
And he had a little mini thing, and then he put it on, and I hear boom, 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 boom. And she was live. So I thought, oh my God. And then I went every week to have a scan, and she never bloody moved, because she was back to front and upside down.
And now how old is she? 14?
And now she's 14.
14.
So it's kind of like,
miracle.
It's a miracle.
But and you say you're paranoid because you think, oh my God, no matter what she does, I'm terrified I'm gonna lose her.